Look, I know I'm supposed to resist, but to be honest, I have no idea what that means, but it does feel like we should be doing more than just marching around. Yeah, you're right, we need way more than just marching, but we need more than just a single tactic. We need an overall strategy that we can all get behind, so that we all understand how changing the system actually works and know that we're all moving in the same direction. I mean, yeah, that'd be great, but where am I gonna get something like that? Here, check this out. What's this? It's called The 5 Stages of a Living Revolution. And it was written by George Lakey, an activist with over 40 years of organizing experience and drawing on the lessons from various nonviolent mass movements from around the world. And it lays out how organized direct action over time can topple authoritarian regimes. Okay, so how does this help me though? Because full transparency, I don't really want to get beaten up by cops. Well, you don't have to be on the front lines. The fundamental idea of this strategy is that power is shaped like a pyramid, and those in power at the top depend on the compliance of those below them. So the best way to topple an authoritarian regime is to weaken the pillars of support from below so that they collapse completely. And weakening a pillar of support can take all different shapes and forms. You could focus on the first stage of cultural preparation and try to educate people. Or you could focus on the second stage of organization building and be investing in mutual aid and worker co-ops. Or you could even just be a bridge between communities and help facilitate communication between all these different various groups. There are thousands of different tactics and skills that are necessary in a successful mass movement. They all fit into this strategy because we can and should be using all of them. Okay, but then what do we do when the government inevitably tries to repress us? Well, the beauty of this strategy is that we don't need a single leader telling everybody what to do. For example, Otpor, a Serbian student movement that used this strategy, had hundreds of different branches across the country that all operated autonomously. And that made it harder for the regime to repress them because there was no single leader for them to take out. And the huge variety of different tactics made it harder for the regime to adapt too. Okay, I think I get it. You're saying that we don't need leaders as long as we have strategy. We can form our own groups and operate autonomously using the tactics and the skills that best fit our needs and our community's needs. But if we all align behind a common strategy, we're still all moving in the same direction. Yes, exactly. The key really is to start small and to start local, but really just to start in the first place. There are thousands of groups that are already trying to do the work, and I'm sure they could all use your help and even find use in this strategy too. All right, great. Where can I learn more? Check out theconsciouscitizens.org. We just put out an entire study guide about this 5-part strategy, and we've even created helpful summaries for each section to help make it easier to read. You can get access to it for free by signing up at theconsciouscitizens.org, and you can help us keep all this free for everybody by supporting this project for as little as $2 a month.